Guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a what's going on Warriors fans. You are watching Warriors Today and there's some encouraging news regarding the team following a series of unsatisfactory performances which included 3 losses out of their last 5 games and the absence of an important player due to injury. The squad finally clinched a victory against the New Orleans Pelicans. This Pelicans team, also dealing with injury issues, managed to remain competitive for longer than anticipated. The positive developments aren't limited to just the victory itself. Several players on the Warriors roster who had been underperforming recently stepped up their game. This offers a glimmer of hope that Golden State is on the verge of becoming the formidable team that many expect them to be as they navigate the playoff journey in the Western Conference. However, before delving into the specifics of the game, it's essential to rally behind the team, especially since they currently sit in 7th place. Now let's discuss the game and what unfolded at Smoothie King Arena. For a considerable part of this contest, Golden State seemed caught off guard. They took an early hit, falling behind by about 10 or 12 points in the opening quarter, and remained behind by nearly double digits for a significant portion of the matchup. Nonetheless, they eventually found their groove as the first half drew to a close, addressing their errors, minimizing turnovers and starting to make some shots. This led to a strong finish, particularly in the fourth quarter, allowing them to seize control of the contest. When looking at the overall statistics, it's clear that both teams faced challenges with their shooting performances. Things began to turn around as the first half progressed, with the team tightening up on turnovers, reducing carelessness and starting to hit some shots. This momentum helped them to excel in the fourth quarter. Analyzing the overall statistics reveals that they are relatively close, yet both teams had difficulty finding their shooting rhythm on this night. Golden State continues to struggle with 3-point shooting, maintaining a percentage below 25% for the second consecutive game. Their ability from beyond the arc has noticeably declined, and one can only hope that those open looks begin to connect. They are generating decent scoring chances, and it's now about converting those opportunities when they present themselves. A vital aspect of creating more open shots hinges on the well-being of their star player. It's certainly uplifting to see that he left the game without exacerbating any injuries. He played well throughout, and the offensive output for Golden State improved, especially in the final moments, largely due to his presence and the attention he draws on offense. While his shooting night wasn't the most effective, he still managed to slightly outperform his teammates. He often found open teammates, which was evident from the start of the game. He ended the second quarter with a total of 10 to 13 points, gradually heating up as the game progressed. Overall, there isn't much more to elaborate on regarding him aside from expressing relief that he returned to play in good health and did not worsen the pelvic bruise he suffered last week. Another player deserving of additional attention is a young talent who had a remarkable first half. He notably recorded 7 rebounds, which is more than double his usual average since returning from injury. While he has not been recognized as the most aggressive rebounder throughout his career, he has shown considerable progress in this area early in the season. Since coming back, there's been some reluctance on his part to aggressively pursue rebounds on both ends, limiting his capacity to create extra possessions for Golden State. Kuminga has been standing out as one of the most dedicated rebounders in the league, and his skill in this area has been something he developed over the first months of the season. Since his return, he has been cautious in attacking their rebound both offensively and defensively, resulting in more possessions for the team. This approach was cleared during the game, providing multiple second chance opportunities for his team. Kuminga's effectiveness is not about being a player who constantly dribbles for mid-range shots. What is truly expected of him is to attack the basket once he notices a mismatch, be positioned in the paint, and fight vigorously for extra rebounds. Given his immense physical ability, Kuminga had an outstanding performance tonight, and the expectation is that he will play this role more frequently, perhaps finally finding his rhythm and becoming the most effective version of himself as the season progresses. Another player who stood out in the rebound was a teammate who also had a notable performance. While he didn't do well with 3-point shooting, his contribution was crucial to the victory. He showed his passing ability as always, turning defense into offense, which is how he generates points on the other side of the court. Although he's still not in his best form as a shooter he is making the crucial plays that the team needs at this moment. That's all that can be asked until it's really necessary for him to increase his scoring output when the playoffs approach. An important player fouled out of the game, which is a bit curious considering technical fouls are rare these days, but he fought hard all night defending his place among the best defenders of the year. Games like his reveal statistics similar to or even better than those of every other night. He just couldn't convert that three-point shot that he usually makes. Let's discuss other players who had an impact in this game, as many contributed significantly, and we'll talk more about that soon. Individual performances were highlights as well as the way the team secured the victory. Since the game was tight for the first 36 minutes in the fourth quarter, the team really took control, largely due to one player and his impressive shooting accuracy, showing confidence in his long-range shots with 3 out of 9 attempts tonight. It's noteworthy when a player dares to take more than 7 3-pointers in a single game, as he is one of the most effective at spacing the floor on this team. Even though he is a rookie, while he still struggles defensively, he worked hard on the rebounds during the game. It became clear that the entire front line was determined to stand out in the rebounds both offensively and defensively, since shots weren't falling into that end. One player contributed significantly with quick outside shots and great ability in blocking shots. Though he needs to improve his defensive performance, it's important to note that he is still in the early stages of his career. For a team that is mostly solid defensively, every point counts. He's really doing his part. Another player had a remarkable performance, surprising with an impressive dunk after an offensive rebound. It was a spectacular moment. Special recognition also goes to a third player who made a memorable play early in the game, helping to ignite an offense that had difficulty scoring in the early minutes. This player was consistent, making a crucial shot, hitting 2 out of 6 3-point attempts. It seems everyone was shooting about 33% from beyond the arc, converting about a third of their attempts. However, one player stood out, and such a performance would be highly welcomed. Whenever he hits 50% of his shots, he made a great steal and drove the basket for a layup and a free throw, complete leading a 4-point play. He had an impressive performance tonight. One player who returned in the fourth quarter was exceptional on the rebounds. I believe he grabbed 3 or 4 offensive rebounds just in that period. That's his effectiveness. He makes certain plays that are essential for the team. I like performances like this from him. One player is really making a difference in that fourth quarter. He was remarkable on the rebounds. I believe he grabbed 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in the last 10 minutes alone. That's his valuable contribution. There are specific roles that players can take on, and it's well into that context. He sets good screens, hunts down rebounds, and defends the basket whenever possible. That's his approach to the game. Another player who also plays his role well didn't have a great shooting night, but was an essential link. He made important plays, capitalizing on offensive rebound opportunities, making effective passes, and contributing in assists. I was impressed with his performance. On the other hand, we didn't see much from another player. He scored around 10 points and grabbed 6 rebounds. He was somewhat present in this game, but his performance was below expectations, with 4 out of 11 shots made and 1 out of 7 from long distance. 3-pointers just weren't falling for anyone, including a teammate. It's curious that a famous player's image continues to be displayed next to him. Even so, he contributed 7 points and 1 rebound, but struggled to find his long-range rhythm. However, he showed that he could be a strong defender against opponents. He will face the challenge of guarding opponent's top scorer, and has the ability to handle that situation one-on-one. If beaten, he can still provide support on defense and limit the opposing player scoring. I've been impressed with what I've been seeing from him lately. I look forward to seeing him regain his shooting form, as that will be necessary if the team wants to reach its full potential, not just in the postseason but also securing a good position in the playoffs. What position do you think the team will reach in the Western Conference playoffs? Share your thoughts in the comment section. It's always interesting to engage with the content. The postseason phase is not just about the series that happened, but also the journey to get the one fundamental question arises: what seed will the team secure in the Western playoffs? There's a desire to hear opinions in the messages. It's crucial to stay connected, so keep an eye out for updates. Share your predictions on what position the team will occupy in the upcoming Western playoffs with only 9 games meaning the pressure is on. They don't have total control over their destiny and need to win games even with a tough schedule ahead. Expectations are rising as the outcome of the standings is still uncertain. Live broadcasts are scheduled for each of these games, so it's important to stay involved and consider this space as a primary source for content related to a specific team. The excitement continues as discussions unfold. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. In the ever-revolving world of NBA trade rumors, one name has been circling the airwaves. Buddy Hield, the sharpshooting guard known for his lethal three-point ability, is now reportedly on the brink of a shocking move from the Golden State Warriors to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Fans and analysts alike are left wondering, could this be the next game-changing move in the Western Conference? Hield, who has already proven himself as one of the league's top shooters, might be poised for a new chapter in his career, and this potential trade could be a pivotal moment for both teams involved. Since his arrival in Golden State, Hield has made an immediate impact. In his debut season with the Warriors, he lit up the scoreboard, contributing 22 points and 5 rebounds off the bench in just 15 minutes of action. His shooting, especially from beyond the arc, quickly caught the attention of the league, and he set an NBA record by sinking 12 three-pointers in his first 2 games with the team. However, with the Warriors roster already loaded with talent, Hield's future in the Bay Area seems uncertain, especially given the team's shifting priorities and cap space concerns. Meanwhile, the Oklahoma City Thunder have been quietly building a young dynamic roster with stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a deep pool of promising talent. The Thunder are aiming to push for playoff contention in the coming seasons. Adding Hield's elite shooting to their roster could provide a crucial piece to their long-term plans, offering the team a reliable scorer to complement their young stars. The fit seems nearly perfect. Hield shooting could stretch the floor for Oklahoma City, opening up lanes for their slashing guards and big men to operate more efficiently. For the Warriors, moving Hield might be a difficult decision, but one that could benefit them in the long run. If the trade rumors are true, Golden State could be looking to capitalize on Hield's value while he's at the peak of his career, given the team's championship aspirations and the ongoing need to balance their roster. Moving Hield could free up the necessary resources for the Warriors to make a push for another title, especially if they can secure players who better fit their system or offer greater flexibility under the salary cap. As the trade deadline approaches, all eyes will be on the Golden State Warriors in Oklahoma City Thunder to see if this deal goes through for Buddy Hield. This move could mark the next significant step in a career already filled with accomplishments. But for now, NBA fans are left to wonder, will Hield's next chapter be in Oklahoma City, or is this just another twist in the unpredictable world of NBA trades? Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.